Well, in case no one knew, billionaires, the top 1%, including Oprah, met in a secret location to talk about shrinking the world's population. Isn't that lovely? And then when all this popped off, all the everyone's racist. In the next scheme, Oprah lays out her list of ransom requests on behalf of Black Lives Matter. So there's a whole bunch of world actors involved. First of all, list of ransom demands. Let me just read, okay? Now, mind you, this meeting happened in 2009, but who cares? They're talking about decreasing the world's population like they are gods. The meeting of the great and the good, or the richest and richer, was bound to draw criticism. The New York meeting of billionaire Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, David Rockefeller, Eli Broad, George Soros, Ted Turner, Oprah, Michael Bloomberg, and others was described by the Chronicle of Philanthropy as an informal gathering aimed at encouraging philanthropy. Just a few billionaires getting together for drinks and dinner and a friendly chat about how to promote the shrinking of the world's population. And this year, Oprah now leads the Black Lives Matter Ransom Summit with a list of demands for America, joined by far-left Democrats like Stacey Abrams and Atlanta Mayor Keisha Bottoms. You can watch that on video on the OWN network. I'm pretty sure it's free, or you can probably catch it on YouTube. Now listen, I understand that America is not the perfect place. But to say that everyone's racist and white people can't have a say on what's racist because we're effing privileged is a bunch of fucking bullshit. Also, it would be so much easier if people would realize you can't control what other people think. You can't control what other people feel. You can only control yourself. You can suggest to other people how they should feel about a certain issue, but you can't control that. Not really. So all the freaking violence, all the bullshit is just grandstanding as far as I'm concerned. In addition, you need mental conditioning to force someone to think and feel how you want them to, and that's called a cult. And as far as I'm concerned, this whole thing really verges on a mental illness type level. That everyone's supposed to conform automatically to what everyone else thinks you should think. Ugh. Bullshit. We're individuals. Next thing you know, they're going to want to change the name of the United States / America because of when it was created. Think about that. Also, note that not everyone needs to agree with you. You can bitch and cry and moan all fucking day, but not everybody needs to see things the way you see them. And if they don't, they have a right to say how they feel. People talk shit all day on my videos. Not everyone agrees with what I'm saying, and they don't have to. You're an individual. That's what keeps life spicy. I mean, now when you start calling people names, that's a whole different ballgame. But I'm just saying, you have your right to your opinion. That's why it's called free speech. Even the shit you don't like is covered under it. So my next question is, when is it ever going to end? Continue to want and want and want me, 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 me. Me, me, it's all about me. That's the fucking problem, okay? It's not about you. It's not about me. It's not about everybody's individual wants and fucking desires, man. Go to work, go home, eat, sleep, and do it all over again. Garden, find a fucking hobby, dude. Make your life joyful. That's the problem out here. Nobody is happy with their life. You make your life what you want it. You make your own privileges in your own life. Why settle for something that maybe you got born into or dealt with? the cards that were handed to you. I wasn't born into a rich family. I'm not rich now, but I have joy in my life. Go find yours. So while this all sits very close to what is basically mass hysteria, and I'm pretty sure that the history books are going to look back and be like, dude, total mass hysteria, like over fucking night. And by the way, not that people did not have a right to be upset. I was upset when I watched George Floyd get murdered. It was murder, without a doubt. But it's basically turned into total mass hysteria. And while we're on the subject of racism, if you call somebody Becky or Karen, I'd say that's fucking racist. And if you look it up on Google, that's exactly what the definitions are. Go ahead, look it up. So who's perpetuating racism? Oh, but wait, white people can't have racism on them, put towards them, because they're racist already. Bullshit, dude. Get a fucking life, okay? It's all bullshit. It's also being perpetuated by certain people and the media. And there's total sheep falling in line. Dude, I've never been so appalled in my life when I saw people like kneeling like in front of people like, forgive me. Man, fuck you. I didn't do shit, okay? And neither did my family members. I've got American Indians in my family, dude. I don't have any in my blood, but my cousins are due to marriage. I have black people in my family. I have Indian people in my family, like from India, the country. So you look at somebody and you assume by their color that they're one way, when in fact you have no fucking idea what makes up somebody's family at all. So think about that as well. Anyway, the links that I mentioned are all on bizarrebus.com. So be sure to check those out. You can see the new graphic there. Nice.